Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you. Quickly let me know, are we live now? Is the session streaming? Am I live? Good morning guys, good morning quickly. Good morning everyone. Just let me know if everything is audible. Okay, fine. Yeah. So thank you for confirmation. Do you need explanation for the session being late or shall I start? Shall I start or you guys need explanation for the session being late? Quickly let me know. स्टार्ट करो बाद में एक्सप्लेनेशन दे दूंगी ठीक है बिकॉज एक्सप्लेनेशन is not that important. Okay, so I will give the explanation later, so let us start now quickly. Okay, so if I talk about yesterday's homework, first of all the article is very important. That is why I didn't cancel the session. ठीक है, because article बहुत ही ज्यादा important है and the article is of complex level. ठीक है, आर्टिकल थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स लेवल की है तो इसलिए आई नीड टू गिव यू प्रॉपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ दैट आर्टिकल. सो दिस आर्टिकल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. ठीक है, so if I talk about yesterday's homework, it was done by Dhiren, Metaverse, Arju, Madhu, Sabri, Mr. Innocent, Sanjeev Kumar, Kavita, Molina, Sapna, Nitya, Navnita, Abdul, Prakash, Ramres, Renu, Banra. All these homework I checked early in the morning today. ठीक है, रात तक आपने देखा होगा चेक नहीं हुआ था, but early morning I checked all these homework. ठीक है, today's quote is consistency is one of the biggest factors to accomplishment and success. Okay, so you need to maintain consistency. अब देखिए आप आज का सेशन डिले हो गया बट इट डजंट मीन कि हाँ कभी कभी होता है कि हाँ चीजें नहीं होती हैं बट यस कंसिस्टेंसी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड सम डे इफ यू आर नॉट कंसिस्टेंट. देखिए कंसिस्टेंसी का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि सेम एवरी डे सेम चीज हो बट इट शुड नॉट ब्रेक. मतलब एक दिन का पॉज अगर हो भी गया ड्यू टू सर्टेन रीजन अगर आपने नहीं मेंटेन कर पाया कंसिस्टेंसी, so after that immediately you have to gain that momentum and you should start from the same course. Okay, so that is very important. अच्छा, explanation you people need. Okay, देती हूँ explanation. अभी दे दूंगी तो फिर you will start discussing. Okay, so guys quickly those who are here for the first time like subscribe to our YT channel और सभी लोग please एक बार सेशन को like कर दीजिए, शेयर कर दीजिए because yes today's session is going to be important because article is good. ठीक है, आर्टिकल अच्छी है आपकी. ठीक है, and it is important for your examination point of view also. तो आप समझ गए होंगे कि आर्टिकल किससे रिलेटेड है. You all might have understood. So if I talk about the glimpse of today's session, आज क्या क्या करने वाले हैं. So as usual, we will start with the revision session. We are going to quickly revise all these words, but that is really very good thing. ठीक है. अच्छा. So today, like I saw that you all were revising the word. That is really nice. Okay, so we will start with the revision session. In fact, आप लोगों ने सिर्फ कल के नहीं पिछले भी बहुत सारे words revise किए थे. So that is good. Okay, we have to start the vocabs of today's session. So we will be covering vocabs of both the sessions. दोनों ही article के vocab हम लोग cover करेंगे. Okay. Then we have idioms and phrases. Yes, we do have idioms and phrases भी आज के सेशन में आपको मिलेगा. Phrasal verbs also we have. Phrasal verbs भी मिलेंगे आपको. ठीक है. Complete analysis of today's article. It is very important. ये बहुत important है. Okay. तो please एक बार सभी लोग सेशन को like कर दीजिए, शेयर कर दीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. Grammar learning is going to be impressive today because ये कुछ ऐसी चीज है जो न्यूज़पेपर में गलत है. ठीक है. It is something that is related to newspaper. So I want, and this is something that we have already discussed. Okay, तो हमने already discuss कर रखा है. So I want you all to find the error in that. Okay, so grammar learning also we have tone, objective and practice exercise. Everything we have. So I hope today I will get many replies for the revision session as you guys have already revised. और ये अगर आप 5 मिनट पहले ज्वाइन करके if you start this revision like this ना, so that is the best way of learning the vocabs. That is the best way of learning the vocab. Because थोड़ा सा अगर आप देखिए पढ़ते तो आप हैं, but instead of making it monotonous, if you guys make it interesting, और competition जहां पे आ जाएगा वहां पर interesting हो जाएगा. अगर सबने एक एक दो दो वर्ड भी बोला बताया तो of course it will become interesting. But instead of just replying to your words, see others reply also. तो इस वजह से आपका क्या होगा, काफी vocab enhance हो जाता है. That is the good thing. Okay. So did you get it guys? I hope you all are ready for this revision session. सभी लोग ready revision session के लिए. So let us start quickly. फटाफट से start करते हैं. match these words. Slide is there, so please match these words. As usual, Arjun. Actually, you can write it indicating. Okay. So I guess everyone is correct. Yes, I guess maximum are correct. Okay. So dissonance, as you know, dissonance basically we call to disparity. Dissonance you can call to disagreement. मतलब कहीं पर भी जो difference होता है, difference. Okay, so that is called dissonance. So A will be matched with 4. Flagging basically has indicating. Now what is the other meaning of flag? Flag has two meanings I told you. तो एक तो indicating हो गया. What is the second meaning of the word flagging? Quickly. Very good. So what is the second meaning of flagging? Quickly let me know. So now it is 4, 5, 6. It will be matched with 5th. Yesterday I told you declining. Very good, Sonali. So yes, declining, reducing in strength basically. That is the exact meaning. Declining in strength, reducing in strength. So that is the meaning of word flagging. Weakening you can say. Enervating, can I say the word enervate? The exact term will be enervating, enfeebling. Because enervate and enfeeble that we basically use only for declining in strength. Okay, so jab aapki strength, जैसे today I am flagging, I can say because I do not have that strength. Okay, I'm declining in strength, my energy is enervating. Okay, so yes, we can use the word. Language is adjective. Okay, so enervating, enfeebling, these can be adjective also, this can be verb also. ये दोनों ही हो सकते हैं, adjective and verb both. Okay, so yes, it will be matched with fifth. Posited, as you know, placed somewhere. तो कहीं पर भी placed अगर होगा, so that is what posited word means. So 4, 5, 6. Have patience. I know you have so many questions. I will reply. Okay. Unnerved, basically we say alarmed. Unnerved का basically मतलब क्या होता है? Alarmed. Unnerved you can say concerned, alarmed. All these can be the synonyms of unnerved. Okay. So D will be matched with 2. Falter, basically we say hesitate, waver, indecisive. All these can be the synonyms of the word that is called falter. So E will be matched with 7th. Reinforce, basically we say buttress, prop up. Okay, support, hold up, all these can be the synonyms of the word reinforce. Okay, इन सब की मीनिंग नहीं पता तो इन सब का मतलब होता है सपोर्ट, स्ट्रेंथन समथिंग, किसी भी चीज को सपोर्ट करना, स्ट्रेंथन करना. ओके, so this editorial session reinforces your vocab knowledge. Okay, so it strengthens, it supports your vocab knowledge. That is the sense you can say. Okay, now so F will be matched with first. Pent up, basically we say suppressed, repressed. That is the meaning of the word pent up. Suppressed, repressed, that is pent up. Okay, so G will be matched with third. So I think everyone is correct ना, सबके सही है ना? 4, 5, 6, 2, 7, 1, 3. 4, 5, 6, 2, 7, 1, 3. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. मुझे सुनाई दे रहा अब no. It doesn't look you are flagging. That is my magic. Bridled means controlled. Okay, bridled means constrained, controlled, restricted. That is the meaning of the word bridled. Okay, so you don't have this क्या कहते हैं TNA you don't have today. Okay, तब तो कोई problem नहीं है. Of course it will be extended. Okay. Now if I talk about today's session, ठीक है, अगर हम आज के सेशन की बात करेंगे, so we have the word that is stock taking exercise. जैसे अगर आपके घर में कोई भी रिटेल फील्ड में होगा तो उनका स्टॉक टेक बहुत होता है. So stock take is what? It is a common term, stock take. So stock taking exercise basically we say review and assess one situations and options. मतलब अपने situation को review कर लेना, assess कर लेना अपनी situation को. So that is called stock take. So to review and assess you know, evaluate. So आप अपने सिचुएशन को रिव्यू कर रहे हैं, यू आर इवेल्युएटिंग, ओके. सो वन सिचुएशंस एंड ऑप्शंस, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड स्टॉक टेकिंग एक्सरसाइज. इसको जरूरी नहीं कि आपको हमेशा स्टॉक टेकिंग एक्सरसाइज ही दिया जाएगा. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी दैट ऑलवेज यू विल गेट दिस टर्म. You can simply get the word stock take also. Simply you can get the word stock take. Okay. Telling you. Then we have the word called communicate. Communicate basically we say an official announcement made to media. So whenever we give official announcement to media, that is called communicate. Okay. So it is also announced. Stock taking exercise is also announced. Please repeat these words because these are terminology that you will get rarely. So whenever there is some important information that basically government declares in front of media, that is called communicate. Okay. Yes, news simple you can say. Communicate means news. So an information that is shared with everybody. Okay, that is called communicate. But you should know this difference. News means any incident that happens, that is also news. Okay, but communicate is basically the announcement of the government that the government makes to media, that is called communicate. Okay. The next word we have is brinkmanship. Brinkmanship. Yes, it is related to G20 and it is a very good article based on G20. Very good article. Okay. मतलब अभी तक जो कुछ भी हुआ है, you will get a sum of everything in this article. Okay. So brinkmanship is the art of pushing a dangerous situation or confrontation to the limit of safety. Means if some situation is very dangerous, okay, if there is some conflict, confrontation, you all know that is conflict, tussle, okay. So if there is disagreement, if there is conflict, okay, or if there is very dangerous situation, so if we are trying to push that dangerous situation towards safety, so that is called brinkmanship. मतलब उसको brink पे एक safe जगह पे लेके जाना, that is called brinkmanship. Clear everyone? So yes, so the art of pushing a dangerous situation or confrontation to the limit of safety. We have very limited words, but they all are awesome. वर्ड्स तो बहुत कम है बट ऑसम वर्ड्स भी है बिकॉज दीज आर टर्मिनोलॉजी एंड इस तरह की चीजें जैसे आपसे पैसेज में भी पूछ ली जाती हैं. सो यू अगर डायरेक्ट आंसर नहीं दिया है तो ऑफ कोर्स यू शुड नो ऑल दीज थिंग्स. ओके. Next word we have is entrenched. So entrenched, as you know, is a common word that means established, ingrained, okay, built in. So all these can be the synonyms of the word entrenched. Entrenched means deeply rooted, you can say. Even you can say the word rooted, okay. So established, ingrained, rooted, built in. So all these are the synonyms of the word entrenched. It can be verb also, it can be adjective also, okay, past participle. Brinkmanship is only a noun. Brinkmanship is only a noun. एरर पेपर कौन सा टेंस से रिलेटेड है बता दो प्लीज. मतलब नहीं समझ में आया. एरर पेपर डिडंट गेट योर क्वेश्चन जगदीश. फिर से पूछिए. प्लीनरी, वी सॉ दिस वर्ड अर्लियर आल्सो. सो प्लीनरी हैज टू मीनिंग्स. क्विकली लेट मी नो. As an adjective, as I told you, that it refers to complete, entire, full, unconditional, comprehensive, जहां पे कोई conditional ना हो, complete हो, absolute हो. So as an adjective, it has all these meanings. Okay. Complete, entire, full, unconditional, comprehensive, above all these things. Okay. So plenary as a noun, I told you as a noun, it means forum. Very good. Meeting, forum, that is called plenary as a noun. Okay. So it also has two usages. As an adjective, it means complete, entire, full, unconditional. As a noun, it means forum, meeting. Okay. That I will tell you that let that error come. We should not let the cat out of bag. Okay. So that is secret you will get to know. Then we have the word proposition. So proposition basically we say proposal scheme. Proposition basically we call to proposal and scheme. Vested we say held completely or to grant something. There's a vested is always followed by proposition with. Vested with something, vested with powers, vested with something. So vested with is often used together, and vested with means complete, held completely. मतलब किसी भी चीज का आपके पास पूरा पावर हो, आपके पास पूरी अथॉरिटी हो to grant something, bestow, confer, all these can be the synonyms of the word vested. Okay. Vested interest is different. What do you mean by the word vested interest? Vested interest we call to an axe to grind. Simply this means an idiom that is an axe to grind. It means both these word means to have personal motive behind something. Got it, Nachalava? To have personal motto or you can say selfish motto behind something. किसी भी काम को करने के पीछे आपका एक selfish motto हो, so that is called vested interest. To have personal motto or selfish motto behind something, that is called vested interest. Okay, so let's start. So these are the vocabs of both the sessions. ये दोनों ही सेशन के हमने vocabs इंक्लूड किए हैं, ठीक है, because we do not have so many words. बाकी rule वगैरह वर्ड तो आपको पता है, rule as a verb, you know, it is direct. All these words you will get, but these are very very common. Okay, direct, order. So these are the good terms, but they are really good words. Okay, ये अच्छे words हैं, heavy words हैं, you can say. ठीक है. Now idioms and phrases, if I talk about, yes we do have. So the first idiom is a keen ear. Now, I want you all to have a keen ear during this editorial session. So, a keen ear means strong ability to understand and appreciate something heard. मतलब अगर आप किसी भी चीज को ध्यान से सुनेंगे, then only you will be able to understand that, and once you understand it, you will definitely appreciate it. So I want you all to have a keen ear whenever you are attending editorial session. So it simply means to listen to something very very carefully and then try to understand it. किसी भी चीज को बहुत ध्यान से सुनना और उसको समझना, that is called a keen ear. Clear everyone? And if I say lend a ear, lend a ear, lend an ear to someone, not a ear, lend an ear to someone. What does it mean? What do you mean by this word? Listen. Lend a ear means to listen. Yes, it means lend an ear to someone means to listen. Okay. Wet behind ears. Wet behind ears. What does it mean? Wet behind ears. What does it mean? No, if I say he is, we say that, क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग, बात को सुनना. नो, वेट बिहाइंड ईयर्स वी से, क्या बोलते हैं, इनएक्सपीरियंस्ड, इनएक्सपीरियंस्ड, इनोसेंट, innocent, inexperienced. Okay, not drink excessively, not drink. Wet behind ears, if you are just a Mr. Arnav is this wet behind ears because इन्होंने अपना नाम innocent रखा है ना. So from today change this name into wet behind ears. So wet behind ears is what? Inexperienced, innocent, that is called this wet behind ears. Okay, तो अगर आप इनएक्सपीरियंस्ड होके, जैसे जैसे एक्सपीरियंस आएगा वैसे वैसे आप क्लेवर होंगे. इनएक्सपीरियंस पर्सन इज ऑलवेज इनोसेंट. ओके, सो यू कैन रिमेंबर दैट. सो एंड इफ आई से लेंड अ डेफ ईयर, लेंड, देखिए कितने सारे इडियम्स है ईयर से खाली. लेंड अ डेफ ईयर, व्हाट डज इट मीन? लेंड अ डेफ ईयर. ग्रीन हॉर्न, वेरी गुड सोनाली. ग्रीन हॉर्न ऑल्सो वी कॉल टू इनएक्सपीरियंस्ड. इसके लिए एक और इडियम हो जाता है ग्रीन हॉर्न. वेरी गुड. यस, लेंड अ डेफ ईयर मीन्स टू इग्नोर. मतलब किसी ने ओवरलुक का मतलब अलग हो गया. इग्नोर व्हाट समवन सेड, किसी ने क्या बोला, सो दैट इज, उसको आप इग्नोर कर दीजिए, सुनना ही ना. मतलब you always lend a deaf ear when something important is told to you. It means you always ignore. You pretend that you have not heard. Okay, so ignore to listen. Yes, to ignore to listen, that is called lend a deaf ear. Clear everyone? This green horn is called innocent. Green horn is called innocent. Okay. Give cold shoulder also. Yes, you can say Sonali. Give cold shoulder also means to ignore someone. Okay, so that is this. देखा करना. ग्रीन हॉर्न एक साथ होगा, इसको फ्रेजल वर्ब पे भी मतलब हाइफन के साथ भी लिख सकते हैं. ओके, सो दैट इज द सिनोनिम. सो मेनी इडियम्स यू गॉट. अ कीन ईयर, लेंड एन ईयर, लेंड अ डेफ ईयर, वेट बिहाइंड ईयर. सो मेनी इडियम्स आपको मिल गया इससे रिलेटेड. ग्रीन हॉर्न इज आल्सो इडियम. ठीक है, अब अगर ग्रीन हॉर्न से मैं ग्रीन आइट स्टार्ट करूं तो काफी लंबा चला जाएगा, तो आई विल स्टॉप माय सेल्फ हियर. ठीक है. The next word is also very good, that is rocky start. So rocky start you can say to start badly. Rocky start means is what to start badly. Okay, किसी भी चीज को बहुत बुरी तरह से स्टार्ट करना. So you are not having good start for something, that is called rocky start. It means to start badly. Okay, clear everyone? Strong ability to understand, appreciate something heard. Rocky start means to start badly. Everything is correct. guys, I hope both these idioms are very very nice. आपने पहली बार देखा because हमने पहले डिस्कस नहीं किया है, so they are completely new to us in our session, but yes they are good one. कहीं पर भी ये यूज हो सकते हैं, rocky start and all these things. Okay. Then next phrasal verbs also we have. So recently only we discussed the phrasal verb iron out. अब देखिए मुझे लगता है एडिटर्स को भी कोई इडियम फ्रेजल मिल जाता है ना, तो उसको भी वो मल्टीपल टाइम्स यूज करते हैं. सो एंड आउट एज यू नो, सॉर्ट आउट समथिंग, रिजॉल्व अ प्रॉब्लम. सो दैट इज what and out means. To sort out something, to resolve a problem, that is what and out. Okay, clear everyone? रॉकी तो बहुत लोगों का नाम होता है. सो रॉक से रॉकी, एक्चुअली इसको आप बम्पी भी कह सकते हैं कि व्हेन समथिंग इज नॉट. देखिए आप इसको इफ यू वांट टू गेस इट, तो रॉकी स्टार्ट मींस व्हेन यू हैव सो मेनी रॉक्स इन योर जर्नी. बहुत मतलब स्टार्टिंग में आपने स्टार्ट ही किया तब से आपको रॉक्स मिलने लगे ऑन योर पाथ. सो इट मींस योर पाथ इज नॉट स्मूथ. It is not going to be a bed of roses. We say na bed of roses. So bed of roses we call to smooth path. जहां पर आपको कोई भी डिफिकल्टी ना हो. तो सक्सेस इज नेवर अ बेड ऑफ रोजेस, कि आप आराम से, आपको एकदम बहुत अच्छा, कोई डिफिकल्टी नहीं होगी. सो दैट इज नॉट बेड ऑफ रोजेस. ओके, सो स्मूथ यू कैन से स्मूथ विदाउट एनी हिंड्रेंस. Apur, how was your paper? I even got the exact paper of editorial, or that CGL that people got. Same RC मेरे पास है. I will share it in the Telegram channel. Okay, smooth without any hindrance. Bed of roses, smooth without any. हाँ, and this you can even say bumpy, uneven. ठीक है, bumpy. Clear? चलिए start करते हैं. The next we have is bank on. It is very very common. So many times we have seen this. So bank on we say rely on, count on something. किसी भी चीज पे rely करना, count करना, depend on something. Okay. So all these. Thank you. It was because of your hard work. Okay. So I just wish that you get a job in SSC. So rely on, count on, depend on, all these are bank on. Okay. Yes. So let us start today's session. Hinge on. Very good, Sonali. Sonali, this time you didn't take CGL. I mean, as you are SSC aspirant, CGL aspirant, so you should definitely take this bank on. पहली पार्टी चाहिए. Let the result come. Hinge on or upon, that is also called correct. Lean on, rest on, very good. You guys are smart. Lean on, rest on, depend on, all these things you can use. Yes, rest on. कितना लिख दूं मैं, सब हो गया. Bank on, rest on, ये सब. ठीक है, चलिए. So as you know, we have multiple courses on Oliveboard platform. In the same way, we have banking super elite also. Acha, you are still undergraduate. Okay. So I hope that by the time you are graduate, you are fully prepared for this, what we say, CGL. But CHSL vacancy is also there. I hope you have applied for CHSL. Okay. So we have multiple courses on Oliveboard platform, but I always recommend my students to go for banking super elite, because here they get all the live classes, all the mock test, each and everything you will get here. Okay. English 43, very nice. So we also have Bob Acquisition Officer batch. Okay. Use my code Saba to join this batch if you are interested. Okay. So personalized banking mentorship program also we have. If there is anyone who wants to join this personalized banking mentorship program, they can also use my code Saba to get maximum discount. Okay. So this is my this code. Use this code Saba to get purchase anything on Oliveboard platform. And this is my Telegram channel. Join this Telegram channel for PDF and updates. Monthly vocab PDF भी we have to send of February. So उसके पहले जिन लोगों ने अभी तक Telegram नहीं join किया है, तो join this Telegram channel so that I will share the monthly vocab PDF of February by today night. ठीक है, आज रात में, या हम कल तक तो भेज देंगे. Okay. तो last time delay हुआ था, this time it will not delay. Acha, you have CHSL on 14th March. Wish you all the best. Okay. Next. So quickly read it, guys. I want each and every one to read this article. Arey man. I want you all to learn this, read this article. CGL, no. CGL means complete graduation is required. For undergraduate, this CHSL you have. right? Okay. So here, creative formulas. So if you read the entire article, then you will feel that the author is saying that, the editor is saying that we should have creative formulas. हमारे पास creative formulas होने चाहिए किस चीज के लिए? On India, G20 and the Ukraine conflict. This conflict is still, you can say, spilling over our G20 presidency. Spill over, you know, affecting a large part of something. So whatever G20 meetings we are having, so this conflict of G20 Ukraine, okay, India का उस पे जो stand है, so all these are like affecting, okay, so Ukraine and Russia war is affecting our G20 presidency. So author is saying that we should have creative formulas to overcome that. Okay, India must help find. अब देखिए must help के बाद so many times I have told that we can use bare infinitive. तो ये अभी आगे जब verb advance की क्लास होगी, then you will come to know कि it is bare infinitive. help के बाद bare infinitive use हो सकता है, ठीक है? So India must help find the middle ground on Ukraine among G20. मतलब एक बीच का रास्ता उसे निकालना पड़ेगा यूक्रेन के लिए among G20 when we are having G20 meeting, because India is in such a position that neither it can criticize Ukraine nor it can criticize Russia. ना तो रशिया को criticize कर पा रहा, ना यूक्रेन को support कर पा रहा, कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा. Okay, and still we have to face the consequences. Okay, so that is why the editor is suggesting that India should find the middle ground. उसे कोई बीच का रास्ता निकालना होगा on Ukraine till the time we have G20. जब तक हमारे पास ये मीटिंग चल रही है तो हमें बी का वो होगा, ठीक है? Now, after the conclusion of two key G20 ministerial meetings, key here means important. Key here means important. So there will be several meetings in G20. Now, one or two of the meetings have already been done. Those meetings already conduct हो चुकी है. So after the conclusion, after the end of two important G20 ministerial meetings, now what are those meetings? One is finance ministers and central bank governors, FMCBG. मतलब our finance minister, मतलब finance minister and the governors of central bank of all the participating nations. So there was that meeting that is very, very important in Bangalore. So this meeting was held in Bangalore. All these questions can be asked. Where this meeting FMCBG was held. So it was held in Bangalore. Remember this thing, okay? And foreign ministers meeting FMM. Now, meeting of all the participating nations, foreign ministers of all the participating nations. So this meeting was held in Delhi. Now, both these important meetings that have been concluded. दोनों ही important meeting आपकी क्या हो गई हैं? Conclude हो गई हैं. Without consensus over Ukraine war. Consensus, as I have told, agreement. मतलब किसी भी मीटिंग में लोग यूक्रेन वॉर पे एक ओपिनियन नहीं रख पाए. There was no unanimity. Okay, so there was no agreement, no unanimity over Ukraine war. Diplomats and G20 officials must pause for a stock taking exercise. Now, all the diplomats, all G20 officials, officials of all participating nations, they must take a pause. They must stop for what? For stock taking exercise. Stock taking exercise means assessing the problem. मतलब जो भी प्रॉब्लम उसको इवेल्युएट करना, एसेस करना, दे शुड टेक टाइम फॉर दैट स्टॉक टेकिंग एक्सरसाइज. ओके, on the government's strategy for its G20 presidency. Okay, now everyone will have to rethink over the strategy of government for its G20 presidency. Clear, everyone? The FMCBG, it means the meeting of finance ministers and central bank governors, is part of the key finance track. मतलब ये जो financial track discuss होता है उसका एक बहुत important part है. Because that has been where you are talking about Arju. Where are you talking about ministers? In this, finance ministers and central bank governors. Achha, this, because they have made it this, they have made it that abbreviation, foreign ministers meeting. Actually, जब इनको abbreviation नहीं बनता, so of course we could have used apostrophe. Okay, so since yes, FMM, so it is what foreign ministers meeting. Oh, ये वहां पे open हो गया. So foreign ministers meeting means what? कि here it should be apostrophe की foreign ministers की meeting, but since they have used it as one term, because that is why they have written it FMM. So FMM means they have treated it as a single word. Okay, so that is why they have not used any apostrophe anything. Okay, so remember, but अगर वो उसको as a word use करते तो of course there will be apostrophe after it. Okay. Now, where we were, the FMCBG is part of the key finance track. So whatever financial discussion is there, so FMCBG is the part of that financial discussion of the 20 most advanced economies. कि जो सबसे ज्यादा advanced economies है उनके बीच में जो भी finance track होता है, so FMCBG plays an important role there. So it was set up in 1999. When this meeting started, so this meeting was started in 1999 to help global economic coordination after the Asian financial crisis. Okay, when there was a sharp Asian financial crisis, so people, all these nations, they come up with this FMCBG. Okay, so in this meeting, they basically try to help global economic coordination. कि जो भी ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक कोऑर्डिनेशन होता है उन सबको वो स्टार्ट करते हैं. ठीक है. द अदर, द शेरपा ट्रैक. शेरपा ट्रैक मींस फॉरेन मिनिस्टर्स मीटिंग. बेसिकली ये विमेन के लिए होता है, विमेन एम्पावरमेंट एंड ऑल. ओके. So the other, the Sherpa tracks. Now the other meeting, that is FMM. Sherpa track basically it refers for women empowerment. Okay. Works on the G20's goal setting process. तो इसका काम क्या होता है, जो FMM की मीटिंग होती है, तो whatever goal we have set, okay, so it is basically on setting the goal for the process. Okay. With the experience of India gained in Indonesia last year to bridge the Russia-West divide, the challenges for India's presidency amid dynamic geopolitical changes should have been clear. देखिए अब यहां तक हमने सिर्फ जो दो मीटिंग कंडक्ट हुई हैं. So the author has simply discussed what are these two meetings. Author has simply shared information about the two meetings, that is FMCBG that was held in Bangalore and FMM that was held in Delhi. Okay, so author has just shared the information. Now what happened in these meetings? ये यहाँ पर क्यों G20 और यूक्रेन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट क्या हुआ? Now we are going to discuss that. Okay. With the experience India gained in Indonesia last year. Last year हमारा जो experience था इंडोनेशिया में, and what was experience की मतलब when we tried to bridge the gap. So bridge the gap between Russia and divide. So we gained some experience. Okay. Now even though we have that experience of Indonesia of bridging the gap between Russia and Western nations, the challenges for India's presidency amid dynamic geopolitical changes should have been clear. Now what the author is saying, that already we have experienced all these things, that when we try to bridge the gap between Russia and Western nations, so what experience we had that time, whatever we faced that time, so we already have that idea. So we should be aware of the challenges, means before we started this meeting, so we should be aware of all these challenges कि इस conflict की वजह से हमारे सामने क्या क्या challenges हो सकते हैं. So we should have been already prepared for all these challenges. हमें पहले से ही prepare होना चाहिए था, because challenges पहले से पता थे. So of course we could have worked on solution also. In Bangalore, however, the surprise was when Russia and China refused to accept the language on Ukraine war that they had agreed to just 3 months ago. मतलब रशिया और चाइना का क्या था कि people they have used the term crisis and all, इस तरह नहीं. रशिया यूक्रेन इन्वेजन को लेकर के they were upset. They wanted कि this exercise, complete exercise, that should not be called invasion, इसको crisis या कुछ भी, हाँ, joint military exercise. We did one article, no? So it should be termed joint military exercise and all these things. It should not be termed crisis, or it should not be termed invasion. Okay, so they were upset about the language on the Ukraine war. कि जो language Ukraine war के लिए use हो रही थी, they were upset on that. And they had agreed to just 3 months ago, जिसपे वो लोग 3 महीने पहले agree किए थे. Okay, as a result, अब इसका consequence क्या हुआ, जब उन लोगों ने बोला कि नहीं, उनको अच्छा नहीं लगा, उन्होंने accept ही नहीं किया उसको. So as a result, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman was constrained to issue only a chair summary and outcome document rather than a joint communique, because every member was not every member didn't agree to all the terms and conditions. So our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she was restrained, she was constrained, matlab limited, forced also you can say, so to issue only a chair summary, कि उन्होंने अपना सिर्फ अपना summary बता दिया और outcome document दे दिया, rather than a joint communique. So this time we didn't have any joint declaration. She just gave her own summary, her own outcome. Clear, everyone? The government also decided. Yeah, she was confined, limited, restricted, all these you can say, Prabha. The government also decided to include the paragraphs that Russia and China had objected to, naming them in the document. अब उन्होंने जो statement बोला था रशिया एंड चाइना ने, whatever statement they told कि no, we object to all these things, so that has clearly been mentioned in the document. उसको उन्होंने written में mention कर दिया है that Russia and China, they are objecting to this thing, so that has been clearly mentioned in the document. So when something is written, so it is going to be there for everlasting, because वो history हो जाती है. Okay, constraint means limited. This is something of a precedent, as last year the Indonesian chairs joint communique as the leader level and FMCGB expressed the sentiments of many and most countries. So it is something that is similar to the previous year. ठीक है? So ये पहले से हमें idea भी था कि ऐसा कुछ होगा, because the same thing happened last year also. ठीक है? The Indonesian chairs joint communiques at the leader level and FMCBG expressed the sentiment, because these people also wrote the feelings of many and most countries. जो maximum लोगों की जो feeling थी, that was also written. So it was something that was precedent. ये last year से ही ये चीजें आ रही हैं. Okay. After the brinkmanship in Bangalore, brinkmanship trying to bring this confrontation into safety. Okay. It was ambitious, if not a bit surprising, that the government chose to attempt negotiations for a joint statement for FMM. ठीक है? अब देखिए पहले क्या हुआ, बैंगलोर में हुआ जो भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हुआ, आफ्टर दैट FMM की मीटिंग दिल्ली में हुई. So when we had an experience from Bangalore, okay, so it was ambitious of our government. मतलब our government was ambitious, but not surprising that the government chose to attempt negotiations. कि अब उन्होंने FMM की मीटिंग के लिए negotiations start कर दिए हैं for a joint statement for the FMM, so that we can have joint statement. मतलब personal सिर्फ एक individual chairman का ही document ना देना पड़े, we can have joint statement. So they started negotiations on all these things. Okay. Means the same thing of FMCBG should not repeat in FMM also. That is the sense you are getting. Okay. Eventually, External Affairs Ministers S. Jaishankar issued a chairman summary and outcome documents too. But what happened? लेकिन वो joint communique यहाँ पर भी FMM में भी we were unable to give joint communique. Here also, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar, S. Jaishankar, he had to rely on चेयरमैन समरी एंड आउटकम डॉक्यूमेंट्स टू. इनको भी वही चेयरमैन समरी ही देना पड़ा. ओके. साइटिंग डिफरेंसेस ओवर द टू बाली पैराग्राफ्स. कि अब बाली में कोई पैराग्राफ था, बाली यू नो इट इज अ ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस. ओके. तो वहां पर कुछ डिफरेंसेस हुए थे, तो उन डिफरेंसेस को कोट करके हियर आल्सो दे कुडंट हैव जॉइंट एग्रीमेंट. ओके. नो यूनानिमिटी वाज देयर, सो दैट इज व्हाई ही टू हैड टू इशू चेयरमैन समरी. दिस वाज अ फर्स्ट, एज एफएमएम्स हैव नॉट अटेम्प्टेड टू इशू एट ऑल. और ऐसा पहली बार हुआ है कि एफएमएम मतलब ये जो फॉरेन मिनिस्टर्स मीटिंग हुई है, इसमें किसी ने ज्वाइंट स्टेटमेंट ना दिया हो. दैट इज द फर्स्ट टाइम. ओके. While two meetings have given India's G20 process a rocky start. Now got the point, rocky start. It means it is not a good start for us. ये already हमारे लिए क्या है, दोनों ही मीटिंग हमारी flop हो गई, right? Even though we are having such a high level meeting, but both these meetings flopped. Okay. So while the two meetings have given India's G20 process a bad start, there is a long road ahead to Leaders Summit in September. अभी तो बहुत सारी मीटिंग होने वाली. So the final meeting is going to be in September, when all the leaders of the nations will be visiting India. Okay, when they will be coming for the meeting. So before that also we have to cover a long path. हमें अच्छा खासा रास्ता तय करना है. Mr. Jaishankar has pointed out that the bulk of statements that pertain to critical issues for the global south, such as food and energy security and debt management, have been ironed out. Ironed out means sorted out, resolved. Okay. Now, as per our finance minister, so all these statements, matlab critical issues, if we talk about if we leave the discussion on Ukraine and Russia war, okay. So when we talk about critical issues of global south, so like food and energy security, debt management, so all these things have been resolved, they have been sorted out. Okay. Second, there is clarity that India cannot bank on the language of the Bali summit. अब हमारे सामने ये भी इंडिकेशन है कि जो बाली में हुआ था, we cannot rely on the same language. We will have to do certain modification. We cannot use the same term, same language this time, because people are not agreeing to that. Okay, leaders are not agreeing to that. So that is why we need to change our language also. and Sherpas basically you can say leaders, okay, will need to and out means sort out, okay, a new consensus language on Ukraine. सबसे important यही है कि जो बाली में language use हुई थी, we cannot rely on, we cannot bank on the same language. Now the leaders, now the important ministers and all these things, they will have to sort out, they will have to resolve a new consensus language. कोई एक ऐसा language लेकर के आना पड़ेगा जहां पर सब लोग agree होते हैं, okay, on Ukraine. This will require a keen ear. Now it will require deep understanding. उसमें बहुत ज्यादा understanding की जरूरत है. लोग एक दूसरे की बातों को समझे, appreciate करें. Then only it will be possible to give a new name to Russia-Ukraine war. Okay, and creative formulas. So it will require a keen ear, a deep understanding, and creative formulas that take into account Russian grievances with the language as well as Western design to retain its success in condemning Russia's actions in the Bali document. अब ये पूरा क्या है? Why do we need a keen ear? Why do we need deep understanding and creative formulas? Because by that only we will be able to tackle Russian grievances also with the language. कि रशिया फौरन तो सो जाता है इस तरह की लैंग्वेज मत यूज करो, तो हमें रशिया की भी प्रॉब्लम को सोचना है कि रशिया गुस्सा ना हो, कोई ऐसी लैंग्वेज हो कि दैट रशिया इज आल्सो अग्रीइंग, हाँ यू कैन यूज दिस टर्म, एज वेल एज वी आल्सो हैव टू फॉलो वेस्टर्न डिजायर. मतलब जो वेस्टर्न नेशंस के डिजायर है, उनकी जो नीड है, डिमांड है, to retain its successes in condemning Russia's action. Okay, they always want to condemn Russia action. Western, they all are united and they are there to condemn Russia's action. Okay, in the Bali document, and they have done that also in the Bali document. So both these things should be tackled, both these things should be sorted out in one word. Okay, तो ऐसा तो बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा कि मतलब हम रशिया को क्रिटिसाइज भी ना करें और क्रिटिसाइज भी करें, रशिया भी खुश हो जाए, वेस्टर्न भी खुश हो जाए, तो ऐसा तो देखिए पॉसिबल दिख नहीं रहा है. ओके, एज होस्ट इंडिया इज इन द हॉट सीट. अब इंडिया होस्ट है तो इंडिया जो है बिल्कुल हॉट सीट पे, वल्नरेबल पोजीशन पे है, एंड विल बेनिफिट फ्रॉम एनलिस्टिंग दोज कंट्रीज इन द ग्रुपिंग other than the entrenched camps of the GS. Okay, so India is in the hot seat, वो बीच में है, and India will be benefited, India को फायदा होगा if India is enlisting all those countries in the grouping other than the entrenched means established camps of the G7. कि सिर्फ G7 कोई नहीं, बाकी लोगों को भी अगर इंडिया लेकर के आता है तो इंडिया, it will be beneficial for India. US led developed world and now strengthened Russia China combined to ensure that a middle path is found. Okay, तो अब यहाँ पे जो एक यूएस जो है सारे डेवलप्ड वर्ल्ड को लीड कर रही है, देन रशिया एंड चाइना दे आर यूनाइटेड. ओके, सो वी हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट कि द मिडिल पाथ इज फाउंड, हमें बीच का रास्ता निकालना पड़ेगा. ओके, यस, ओवरऑल इंडिया मस्ट फाइंड अ मिडिल पाथ so that we can serve the aspiration of Russia also, Russia and China, and we can satisfy Western nations also. Okay, so yes, that is the theme of the entire passage. Clear everyone? ये थीम है पूरे पैसेज. चलिए फाइंड द एरर. अच्छी आर्टिकल थी, वेरी नाइस आर्टिकल. Quick read it, guys. I want the correct answer. Tabishri, Apur, no error. Innocent B, Arju could have. अच्छा, B error तो है क्योंकि वो पेपर में भी था. अच्छा, सोनाली नो एरर. एलियन हेडेड डी. अनुज नो एरर. व्हाट इफ आई से एवरीबडी इज रॉन्ग? मतलब अगर मैं बोल दूं सारे लोग गलत हैं तो क्या करेंगे आप? नाउ यू विल चेंज योर आंसर. Conditional sentence rule 3. What is the structure? Conditional sentence we have to discuss. Okay, conditional sentence rule 3. I told you all that when we have could have had, which tense is it? First of all, tell me. Could have had or would have had. First tell me which tense is it? ये कौन सा टेंस है? मतलब अमेजिंग सेंटेंस, सब कुछ हमने डिस्कस कर लिया था ये सारी चीजें. Which tense is it? Quickly let me know. ये कौन सा tense है? Both are correct. Either we say could have had, would have had, both are correct. I am just asking which tense is it? Modal perfect. Future perfect you can say, modal perfect you can say. Future perfect or modal perfect, right? इसको अगर आप देखेंगे, इसका लॉजिक मैंने 3-4 सेशन में दिया है, अलग अलग टॉपिक में इसका सेशन दिया है, ठीक है. सो फ्यूचर परफेक्ट टेंस और यू कैन से मोडल परफेक्ट टेंस, दैट इज मोडल परफेक्ट टेंस. ओके, सो व्हेन वी हैव फ्यूचर परफेक्ट टेंस एंड मोडल परफेक्ट टेंस, तो यहां पर हम कौन सा टेंस यूज करते हैं? वी यूज पास्ट परफेक्ट, राइट? वी यूज पास्ट परफेक्ट. So the error lies in a part. It will be if we had a perfect meetings of mind. मतलब यहां पर अनरियल पास्ट की बात नहीं हो रही है, यहां पर पछताने की बात हो रही है कि अगर हमारे पास एक परफेक्ट मीटिंग होता तो वी कुड हैव हैड अ कलेक्टिव स्टेटमेंट. मतलब सारे लोग परफेक्ट मीटिंग ऑफ माइंड्स हियर मींस, मीटिंग ऑफ माइंड्स मींस यूनानिमिटी. इफ वी हैड यूनानिमिटी, unanimity, okay, so if we had unanimity, if we had agreement, then we could have had a collective statement. हमारे पास collective statement आ सकता था. But divergences on Ukraine, but the differences on Ukraine did come means emphasize किया जा रहा है कि उसके बीच में आ गया, कि मतलब we are unable to issue joint statement, हमारे बीच में आ गया ये. अब आप पूछेंगे मैम ये तो सेंटेंस इसमें नहीं लिखा हुआ, आज के एडिटोरियल में तो आया ही नहीं है. तो एक्चुअली यस, सो दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी गुड, इट बहुत अच्छा. देखिए इस तरह के सेंटेंसेस जब आप डिस्कस करेंगे ना, तो ये एक काफी अच्छे लेवल का है. तो ये एडिटोरियल का जो रेफरेंस देता है ना, मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ये कहां से मैंने लिया था ये सेंटेंस. ये आप इसको जब क्लिक करेंगे ना, इसी में से कहीं दिया हुआ था, आई थिंक फिनेंस मिनिस्टर मीटिंग में या इसमें कहीं दिया हुआ था, आई थिंक ये था शायद यूक्रेन वॉर का था. वन सेकेंड, लेट मी चेक, आई विल शो यू. नहीं आपको तो दिखा भी नहीं पाऊंगी, आप देखिएगा इसी को जब आप फर्दर सर्च करेंगे ना, तो यू विल गेट दैट. जब व्हेन यू सर्च दैट यू विल गेट दैट. ओके, सो डू नॉट वरी. क्लियर एवरीवन? आई थॉट द एरर इज मीटिंग ऑफ. Third form is impossible situation. Yes, impossible situation means now it is not possible. जैसे impossible situation means something that is already over, now you cannot change that. Okay, so that is impossible situation. जैसे if I say if I had worked hard I could have qualified the exam, तो it is not an impossible situation. But अगर मैं ये past की एक बात बता रहा कि नाउ इन फ्यूचर इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, मतलब अब आप फिर से वो मीटिंग कंडक्ट नहीं करा सकते, यू कैन नॉट कंडक्ट दैट मीटिंग. सो इम्पॉसिबल, रिग्रेट व्हेन वी गेट दैट सिचुएशन, सो वी यूज दिस. गॉट इट? नो अर्जू, कैसे? देखिए आई थिंक यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द आंसर. देखिए इफ आई से if I had worked hard, sorry, my blunder, if I had worked hard, I would have qualified the exam. Now tell me, is it wrong, Arju? See the sense. Is it wrong? I would have qualified the exam. This was also possible in past, no? But now it is not possible because already that examination is over. Now I cannot change, I cannot work hard and get the selection. Okay, so now I'm trying to regret. For present it is an impossible situation, we cannot go back to the past. Now future again it will become possible. Okay, so but for past it is what it is, now present it is what it is an impossible situation, क्योंकि अब हम मेहनत करके वही एग्जाम क्वालिफाई नहीं कर सकते, हम अगला एग्जाम क्वालिफाई करेंगे. ओके, सो व्हेन समथिंग दैट हैज ऑलरेडी अकर्ड इन पास्ट and we couldn't do that, so when we have to regret, so that is the sin. Second condition is unreal past. Second condition is unreal past, something that is less likely to occur, जिसको होने के chances कम हो. You can say remote wish. See, simple, it is for regret, it is for regret, it is for remote wish. Simple. Got it, Arju? सो हियर सिंपली मतलब यहाँ पर कहा गया, एक्चुअली गाइस डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी ना, तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है, बिकॉज इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन हम सिंपल लैंग्वेज में कैसे दे सकते हैं। यहाँ पर सिंपल ये सेंस आ रहा है कि अगर हमारी मीटिंग अच्छी होती, मतलब सबकी यूनानिमिटी होती अगर हमारी मीटिंग में, तो हमारा एक कलेक्टिव स्टेटमेंट आ सकता था, बट अब तो मीटिंग ओवर हो गई, कलेक्टिव स्टेटमेंट आया ही नहीं। So for now present time it is an impossible situation, because now it is not possible to do that meetings again and to get the joint statement. So what this is what we are saying, and since this happened before past time, so we need past perfect tense, so this is also the logic. Okay, so error is in a part, it will be if we had a perfect meeting of minds, we could have had a collective statement. Clear? कि अगर हमारी मीटिंग अच्छी होती, यूनानिमिटी होती हमारी मीटिंग में, तो हमारे पास भी जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट आ जाते, बट हमारे नहीं आए. So that is the sense you are getting. Arju, if you understand a little bit Hindi also. Okay. Now, what is the tone of the article? Acha, no Hindi, but I got your words. How come this possible? Yes, yes, you can. Second article is politics. Yes, it is pure analytical and a bit suggestion. Analytical and suggestive. Not concern, not concern. There is no concern at all, Sandhya. Acha, in English explanation, okay. Acha, you are telling suggestion to me. Acha, okay, I will try to do. But next week, I think we will start from my own laptop, okay? Not optimistic, not even optimistic. No optimistic. Ha ha. So not but still I will try. अगर नहीं हुआ ना लैपटॉप तो मैं कॉपी पेस्ट कर लूंगी. Do not okay, कर लूंगी मिस्टर नो. अच्छा, you wanted this reason for the session being late. So the reason simply you can understand only I couldn't wake up at 7. ठीक है, my slides everything was done. आपने देखा होगा homework भी I corrected at 4:30 only, 4:30 near 5 I corrected the homework slides everything I prepared, but I got time, तो मैंने सोचा थोड़ा देर सो जाते हैं. सो गया तो फिर I woke up at 7:10. So that is the only reason. Okay, but I was not well, so that is why I couldn't wake up. ठीक है, हाँ, predicted that. So I'm also human being. Okay, so no worries. नहीं, but I was not well, so that was also the reason. Otherwise होता नहीं है. अलार्म भी नहीं लगाया मैंने, बोला अभी तो 5 मिनट में उठेंगे. I will wake up only after 5 minutes, but that 5 minutes led to. ओके, तो आप लोग भी तो बोलते हैं मैम आज नींद नहीं खुली, उठ नहीं पाए. सो मैं तो उठी थी. आई गॉट योर माई स्लाइड्स रेडी, एवरीथिंग आई डिड. ओके, स्लाइड्स वर रेडी, आई करेक्टेड योर होमवर्क, एवरीथिंग वाज ओके. ओनली 10 minutes more I slept. That is the sense. Okay, so thank you guys. Today we do not have 9 a.m. session, so you know that that health issue. Okay, health issue, and one more thing, I have some personal well also. Okay, sorry, personal work also, health issue, personal work. So yes, so today we do not have 9 a.m. session. So enjoy your weekend, guys, because Holi is also coming. So you can do your shopping and all. Subscribe to our YT channel, like this session, share this session with everyone. Okay. So thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye. मिलते हैं मंडे. टी बिफोर अस, चाय नहीं पीती मैं. नो, आई डोंट टेक टी.